So, you might be thinking, Woodlander, where have you been? What have you been up to? Are you making any more craft projects? I've got a good answer for all those questions. So, what have I been doing? Doing crafts on my desk, coming up with new ideas and making them a reality. And just having some plain old fun. I'm currently working on a couple different projects that involve creating worlds or making your own things that revolve around other worlds. Of course, painting miniatures is always fun. Modeling rockets and spaceships is always a blast. I might even do another resin pour in the near future. But today we're going to be focusing on this little guy. It is a miniature battle of Jakku from Star Wars. And I have to say, making dioramas this small is always so fun. They don't take very long, they don't take up much space, and they always just are fun to make. I really hope you enjoy this video, so let's get crafting. My name is Woodlander, and you are watching Woodlander Hobbies. For the base, we're going to use a small piece of pine wood. I'm going to mask off the sides so I don't get any glue or sand on it. Then using some watered down white glue, I'm spreading it all around and then putting on a layer of dirt from the outside. I'm sealing that all down with some scenic cement from Woodland Scenics, then setting it aside to dry. I also put a crashed starship in the sand. Time to paint the starships. I first slapped on a coat of Stonewall Gray, followed by a black wash for some extra detail. And some blue for the propulsion units, followed by a dry brushing of gunmetal. For the Republic Cruiser, a lighter version of Stonewall Gray, with a darker version of Stonewall Gray for some added variety. Must have those washes. When the base was dry, I took it outside and gave it a coat of matte black primer. And then when that was dry, I started the painting. It took a while to find something that I actually liked and that actually matched the sands of Jakku, but I did find it eventually in the form of Vallejo Orange Brown. Then once I had thoroughly covered everything in a nice orange coat of pumpkin pie, I gave it a nice dry brushing of a certain Vallejo color. Can't forget that crashed starship, though. Now that I had my starships painted, I needed to figure out their positioning, which took me a good 10 minutes, but I did figure out something I liked. First, we drill a really messy hole and tear up the dirt while we do it. Then hammer your rod into the hole in a position where your camera is out of focus. Whoops. Super glue it in place. Then carefully place your fragile ship on a stick. Nice. I also painted the rods black so they would match the sides. I wanted my Star Destroyer to have some explosions, so I glued some cotton down with some super glue, which led to a very interesting discovery. And just as a warning, I did not know this was going to happen at the time, so that's why things like this happen. Okay, so what just happened? Well, turns out when I was gluing the cotton, I used super glue, and I didn't notice at the time, but when you put super glue on cotton, it melts it. I don't know if this was fake or if it was real cotton, but some sort of reaction happened when I put the super glue on. And if you listen closely, you can hear it sizzling. Please take notice of the harmful fumes that are steaming up from the cotton. That's why you can hear me walking away to go get my respirator, and then coming back to continue working. For some extra detail, I added this medical frigate on here, so now the Rebel Alliance has somewhere to go if they need medical attention. Next, I brought out my homemade airbrushing booth so we can do some airbrushing. I'm laying down a base coat of yellow, followed by some red on the top, and also a little bit of black on the edges. Then I painted the sides black, and then the model was finished. Well, that is it for this one. Thanks to everyone who's watching this. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope this inspires you to go make something. There are more videos on the way, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.